Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Sentinels está disputando o Africa TV League. Na primeira fase da competição, a equipe bateu a PaperX por 2-1 e a DRX por 2-0, assim se classificando de forma invicta. E agora chegou a hora de enfrentar a Liquid pelos playoffs, em uma partida eliminatória valendo a vaga na final da competição. A Liquid estreou com vitória em cima da Fence por 2-0, mas caiu para a Lower após perder para a T1 e se classificou vencendo a EDG por 2-0. Mas chega de papo, já deixa seu like nesse vídeo, confere se está inscrito aqui no canal e vamos lá ver como foi esse jogão.
On that defense, just looking to hold Garage on his own.
Yeah, let's see if there's going to be any mid-aggression. Enzo hanging onto this wall. He did this in the last pistol against Fancy United, not DRX, my bad, I misspoke there earlier, but he held on to it the whole time, never even put it up in the opening pistol round. I think they ended up winning it, and he was able to save those extra creds, so looks like he's using it more reactive than proactive. You know, on the pistol round, a lot of people might think we'll just block off mid and make it easier, but ooh, Zelsis gonna catch Nats.
Yeah, I mean, Sentinels, they just cut noise the entire time, waiting for a bit more aggression after the spot in mid, and it's going to be Nats fighting that bait. So now, the B side weakened quite a bit for Team Liquid. They're going to bring over Enzo there. Still has all the Sage utility, so he can put it out on a timer, buy a lot of time. The Trailblazers is going to be traded for the Slow Orb. Still one more in the bank as well.
Yep, and that's really nice. This buys a little bit of extra time here for Team Liquid to get their rotations over. You still do have John QT on the other side of the map, starting to get some pretty decent information, and that's going to be the rotation call here for the IGL of Sentinels to get everyone over to the other side.
Yeah, makes it all the way into heaven. Just barely does not cross paths with Yampi, so neither of them quite well aware of the other's position. I mean, John QT, he may get a little too eager here if he overextends. Now the question is Enzo, is he aware that heaven's been empty this entire time? The ping coming out from John QT and the jump ping from Enzo, but he's not going to be able to win the duel. Now it's up to Keiko. He gets the trade, and Yampi, he just was. That's spotted! What is that? The triple headshot! The track in the air! Shot down like a bird, and it's going to be the defuse for Team Liquid.
What in the world is that, Yampi? That is absolutely filthy. He isn't even shooting.
To play with the game plans they had in mind. As always, the first point of contact will be to figure out where this operator is, and it's going to be in a bit of an unexpected position, pushed out. I mean, we see the push out from mid often, but not with the operator, and that's Second winning that duel. Keiko swings just a bit too wide, tries to hold the close angle, and Second was just waiting for him. Now the weapon's being swapped, so Mystic holding on to the operator.
You're going to have to commit a smoke early to make sure that you're able to pick that up. Then you're going to have John QT, that Cypher ult already, and they're going to try to take advantage of it. They saw Nats, the only one over on the A side, and they are going to try to punish it, while Zelsis on the other end of the map tries to keep them a little bit busy, tries to delay the rotations as much as he can.
Yeah, I mean, that single-handedly buys so much time, and at the end of the day, it still keeps Yampi guessing on where that lurk might be coming in from Team Liquid. They are basically playing against the clock at this point, and in a 4v5 with an operator in hand, it's not looking easy for them. Nats just hoping someone over-aggresses, but look at the restraint from Sentinels. They're just not giving a single opportunity for the operator to get a free shot. They're happy to just wait and then slowly make their exit. Ten's even sending the paranoia. He's actually going to try to push through, see if he can find the operator. Won't find the weapon, but he'll find another kill against Nats. Now trying to wrap around, and that's the operator down here from Mystic. Stranded in heaven. Team Liquid will not recover it. They will have to run.
But at the end of the day, it makes it a little bit easier for Team Liquid to react. So now, I think Sentinels here, maybe just gonna try to find a little bit of a different opportunity, maybe a double pump.
For this. They're ready for the showstopper. They were all well aware of that potential peek out. Now he'll find one target, but Zelsis right by him. Keiko, does he have the awareness? He's just going to back out, and this might be an opportunity for Zelsis. However, Sentinels, they look like they're committed for the push into A site. So Zelsis still hiding away in mid, just trying to gain a bit more information. Mystic does get the pick off, though, and he's holding ramp strong. The spike has been stranded, and at this point, Tens, he has to battle through the enemy lines from behind, and he'll get spotted. He still gets to swing around, trying to keep his eye on all the potential angles. He knows there's one in heaven. They are aware that Mystic has pushed through on ramp. Celsius has to win this fight. Meanwhile, Ten's trying to wrap around, but Mystic once again coming online on the Omen. And Ten's, he'll find one, but it's still a 1v2. Pop flash at the ready. Oh, they're gonna wait for the shadow step. The nice fake out on that guy.
Keiko as well, because there was a lot of utility left for Keiko to use to try to clear that Viper's pit. There's still a paint shell, still a couple blast packs, so definitely Tens finding a ton of value on that lurk, not just with the kill, but also with the agent eliminated.
Yapi trying to shut down this potential push with the showstopper online from Zekken, and Sentinels, they're not stopping at all. It's been a 5-step from the get-go. They're relying on that ultimate. It will find the target onto Keiko. Curious to see if he caught vision of Yapi as well, as we're going to see the crowd around from heaven. But Sentinels, they are on top of each other, making sure they have each other's backs. The trades come through as Tens finds the last kill. Now only Enzo left alive. Resurrect online, but all the corpses way out in the open.
Spike planted.
He's gonna have to do it on his own. Throws a slow orb. He will hear the drop. Trapwire online as well. Oh, the bait with the resurrect. He's hoping that it's going to be a swing around, but at the very least, now it's a 2v2. The paranoia is still alive as well. The right target to resurrect, and from the shadows, from Tens all the way out. He's hoping that they're in the smoke by that time. And it's going to be Team Liquid one step ahead.
Ah, man, this is...
They're on the elbow of A site. Early Trailblazer used on that side of the map. Meanwhile, B site, a lot of space given up on Garage. Draws out the early paranoia on top of the slow orb. So Sentinels getting a little bit more value than they normally have at this point in the round. Wall also being broken. And only 2 rifles to try to initiate this attack.
Right, checking. Just saw one player up there. I think he just might have gotten a glimpse of Nats.
Yeah, but look at all this movement from Team Liquid. They've already surrounded Sentinels. I mean, they gave up mid and said, well, now you're going to be trapped in the middle of the map. I mean, Sewers has been given up, so has Ramen. And Sentinels, they have no way of identifying this. Sure, you can guess, but at that point, there's just so many angles you have to cover. Now Team Liquid quick on the tail. This is going to be a couple beats faster than Sentinels would have bargained for. We don't see them coming back around to get the swing. Oh, the nice shot onto John QT as he tries to hop around the pillar. Now Zekken has an idea. He's just going to hold this close angle. He finds one target, repositions on the rafters. Team Liquid buying time for Yampi to try to go all the way around. The smoke comes out from Tens. We'll see if that's going to stop the sky. And Saucy also ready for the push back out from Ali as well as Sentinels. They've got a couple layers to this post plant.
Oh, Tens.
Tens has his crosshairs trained, but this one timing, Yampi goes for the pop flash and he will get the kill onto Tens. Can't get the spray down onto Zelsis, and the rest of the team, Zekken picking up 4 total kills.
So the Sentinels just have a better reaction to Team Liquid's play. Even though they don't really read it, it's sort of that instinctive sense that they have. Once that plant goes down, they're kind of like, okay, they've given up way too much space. They got to be coming the other way. Zekken expected the pop flash.
Yeah, he was just ready for it. He had his stringer figure primed and ready to go. Flash or not, he gets the kill. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better in today's match than he did against DRX despite the 2-0 win. And now Sentinels trying to tie things up, maybe even get all the way to a 6-6 half, which would be pretty big. You know, they started down 2-4 after the first 6 rounds, now clawing their way back in. Only a couple sheriffs on the side of Team Liquid for this defense. The wall finally goes up at the 1-minute mark, just trying to buy more time, a bit more info. And I mean, you hear the gunfire, but this doesn't help Team Liquid much, right? You're like, okay, well, there's still a couple members in mid, but we don't have the firepower to push out from anywhere. We're already down a member, and Team Liquid, they'll just have to stick to the stack on A site, hope that they have guessed correctly, which it does not look like will come to fruition.
John QT here should be getting the read on at least one player, potentially from that camera if he had checked it. He's barely going to win that fight against Enzo.
Yeah, and I think that opens up the site entirely. The death on Mayo, no follow-up trades there. John QT still watching his back. The trapwire now set up for the potential flank. And we'll see if Team Liquid commits to it or not. Just trying to clear out mid for the time being, see if John QT is still lurking around. Either way, weapon rate not in their favor. Now you kind of have to hope that Yampi hits some miraculous shots with the Marshal. He's oftentimes good for at least 1, but can he get 2 or 3? Which is the number they're going to need. Tries to get the shot into Zekken, misses. He's just waiting for these trades to peek out. And Sentinels, as soon as they get the spike plant down, they've always been so static against the retakes here, making sure that they don't peek out one by one. Saucy hiding out after getting a scratch through the box. And Team Liquid, the idea is clear. They just want to keep them trapped in here to die to the spike, take away some of these weapons, maybe get a couple free kills, but it's going to be Zekken with another. He's trying for the 3rd, and he will get it. Catching up 5-6.
Yeah, just flawless. Or aggressive push out early from Sentinels, but maybe just pulling the trigger on the utility a little too quickly. Saucy here, gonna dodge that, trying to catch a little bit of damage with the right clicks. Doesn't really do too much. Yampi taking a smidge of
Dropper.
damage.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yampi hears it. He's got his crosshairs trained. Saucy just going to back up, allowing Tens to get the trade all the way from screens, but no info coming through. And Zealous is now aware that it's going to be a push, and the Snakebite gets the debuff onto Enzo. He runs right into the right click, and the Sage now goes down. Team Liquid trapped in Mail. They have to back out. The next Snakebite as well. They don't know if there's been further rotates. There's still 50 seconds, so they can try to rework the map, but so much intel that they'll have to regain here.
Saucy's still hanging on to a lot of utility. He's still got that Trailblazer in the back pocket if necessary. Not sure if he's saving it for the retake or just going to wait for a timer, maybe like 25 seconds to send it out and do a check
30 seconds left.
Onto like ropes or something like that from where he's standing right now. Meanwhile, the rest of Team Liquid is rotating over, and they're going to have to make a go towards the A site. Time's running low.
Yeah, paint shells and the smoke to try to keep Tens at bay. He'll still get quite a few shots onto Mystic, though. Oh, Saucy gets spotted, trying to get the heals over to his teammates. He's going to be sacrificed, but John QT there for the trade. Still a numbers advantage for Sentinels as Spike barely going down. Keiko going for a very risky play. Tries to swing on. He gets the wide swing and the double onto Tens. Now just John QT full health, but only a classic in hand against two ghosts. But two members that can't even add up to 100 HP. The right clicks, can they come through for John QT? He's trying to close the distance. Wants to get the jump on him. They haven't noticed that he's gone all the way around, but they've also hit in their bodies. The fake, John QT, the paint shells come out. Gets one, but the paint shells are gonna buy enough time. He has to stick it right now, and he's gonna have to go for the half, and Mystic knows it. Gets the clutch with only on another eco. They're going to want to get whatever advantage they can, so they commit quite a few resources early on the B side to collect that ult or try to build up towards that showstopper that can really be a game changer here on Split. And now just the full stack. Sentinels just saying, we don't have the util nor the weaponry to deal with an intel fight, so we'll just go for the stack, hope that Team Liquid comes in. Saucy with util at the ready just to make it a bit more advantageous, but Team Liquid, they sense something's fishy, right? You heard the ult orb, so Enzo's looking for that. The Paranoia comes out, they're trying to create more distance, but Keiko just a bit too close. Saucy gets another one as well. Yampi, he's been Paranoia, and Mystic goes down. All the weapons on the floor, and Sentinels, they'll get their pick of upgraded rifles as Enzo stuck on the other side of the map with only a ghost in hand.
Oh, that smoke timing so good for the Sentinels there. They're able to find a kill. It comes down. They're able to spam through for another. Now just Enzo with nothing but a ghost and a dream. Trying to find space behind Sentinels to get back to this spike, but
30 seconds
what
left.
a trap play at Team Liquid. Even though I think they had a decent read on it, Will, they're just not able to respawn. Now that's good.
Well, they were so good about it during the post plants this time, kind of assuming that their advanced weaponry will give them the advantage. These members are low, but not enough time. I mean, Enzo knows he just has to pull those through. He'll get a second one for his trouble.
But smoke's in place. No one's really able to punish that from the side of Sentinels. Otherwise, Sentinels just going to be locking it down. Camera there, kind of watch both the entrance and B heaven. Smoke though immediately brings out the snake bite from Zelsis.
Yeah, this is so good coming out from Saucy, right? Because right now, Sentinels, they've given up entire mid control. They have to use so much util on the side of B. So he pushes out, gets the Seekers online, and also makes sure that A main's still somewhat safe. Now the execute coming in from Team Liquid, but they've lost a lot of speed. The wall finally going up. Paranoia can still come through to delay the entry point though, and they've realized no one's been jumping out. The Seekers from Yampi going to be falling out the counter Seekers as well from Saucy. It's going to keep them trapped up, and haven't they even know one is still an A main. Sentinels has all the information, and second just sprays down past the cabbages as Tens goes for the flank. Eventually falls, but second has been holding the fort. Showstopper going out for a third kill, and Team Liquid only 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Another pop blast, and second on for the fifth kill here. Can he clean house? Here's the spike. Oh, the reload. Can't get the entire wipe. As of course, you do see Zelsis. Oh, what? Trying to just push through, get a trade, get the resurrection to keep the man advantage alive, but for now it's just going to be sprays in mid, trying to keep each other honest. Zelsis going to be on the short end of that deal.
Just stuck. Trying to get through mid, and all those smokes there. Yampi gonna have to use a hawk to check to make sure that they've got the room to rotate out here
No,
as their smokes have dissipated.
and Trailblazer just used now at the 1 minute mark, coming out from Saucy as well on the A side. Sentinels has a good idea that A is still relatively weak. Sure, you could still get the rotate through sewers, but he's got his crosshairs trained past the enemy's toxic screen. The camera and the trap wire is still so alive here. He's shell at the ready for second to make sure he can cover both parts of the site. From the shadows all the way to backside, but that allows Second to get the peek before the wall comes out. Blast pack just to keep them at bay. Mystic now surely spotted here at backside. The Viper's pick comes up, but here come the Seekers through alley. Sentinels are going to wait for that ultimate to give them a bit more information, and Enzo going for the resurrect immediately off of that kill. Zekid still sprays down for another one. Sentinels keeping the man advantage, and they are just pushing through, overpowering this Viper's pit. It has now gone down, and it's all down to Yampi. He can't find the targets. The paranoia, he has no idea that Tens has come around. Time not going to be there while he gets the kill. Tens will be awaiting as the clock ticks down. As he's still finding value in the form of no info, no vision being found yet on a target. Alarmbot still alive on B as well. Sentinel's just waiting for any movement.
Looks like plan B here for Team Liquid, and Keiko gonna get stunned up, but nobody able to punish him. Off of it, is he gonna try to push this angle?
Well, I mean, it draws the attention, and they're hoping they can break through Garage, but Sentinels is one step ahead of him, and Saucy still holding C-Link as well. Sentinels, they just don't bite the bait. They smoke it off. They say Team Liquid, what's the eventual movement? They find the main force, now stuck on the site. It's going to be Enzo stuck off of that stun with the Trailblazer. 2 members now on this entry point from Garage. They're trying to create chaos, but it is just not enough as John QT wraps up the round, bringing home the pistol here for Sentinels.
There you go, a big pistol win for Sentinels. And, you know, a lot of trickery attempted by Team Liquid, but once again, Sentinels very disciplined, don't really fall for any of it. And Saucy, once again, just reading these plays so well, tucks him to be a C hit. They're allowed to hold their feet. Yampi once again with that Marshall, not going to find the value, and it's going to be a double for Zekin.
Yeah, Zekin's just holding that line. Nats will eventually get a kill, but Zekin wraps up the main force and the spike. Stranded now on C-Long. Nats does pick up the Bulldog. Very quick push to recover that weapon, so there's still some hope for Team Liquid, but 10 shuts that down just with the classic Mystic all alone. Zekin even picking up the orb. He doesn't have quite a clear idea that there's still one lurking behind. He may be blindsided here. He's starting to get a bit of suspicion. Mystic just wants to see if Zekin will push into this, but with Garage control here from Saucy, I don't think Zekin has any reason to do so.
No, yeah, if he pushes to the other side of this wall, you have a really good opportunity. He senses it, gets out just barely.
Oh, that tailwind right on point. Now it's just an aim duel with Saucy coming in for the trade, and Zekin will find his target. Gets 4 kills to kick things off for Sentinel.
Come in for backup, and it's really nicely held there by the Sentinels on that side. And
I mean, they had John QT down on C-Long Cubby as well, right? At this time, the operator's still finding good value. An early fault line to try to catch up or at least push him out. They'll get the latter of that deal. Now, the Odin in hand for Enzo. We've seen what he can do with it across multiple maps.
Oh, the post plan is so nasty here for Team Liquid, though. Look at all these ults.
They have a lot going, but Zekin is going to find the read, the Mystic all the way in the corner. That weakens it quite a bit. The lockdown now being pressured by Sentinels. They want to catch up to it. John QT should be able to clear it just in time. It will be destroyed. Just barely dodging out of that Odin spam. This time, can they at least get the half early? The Rolling Thunder comes out, and Team Liquid, do they peek off of it? No, they're happy to just buy time. They have that Odin. They're trying to make sure the Hunter's Fury comes on as well. So many tags, and he's going to get a double on there. Actually, it's going to be his teammate as well going down. 3 kills, one of which he did not want. And can they get the latter half in time? It will be more than enough. Has set that he can't just go for a blind fake. The classic from the shadows into C-Link. This is going to be a fast round. Keiko now going for the pinch. Paranoia onto the site. Keiko covering the entry point coming in from B site. Zekin gets one. He tries to dash out, but Keiko is locked in. Enzo will be cutting his Hunter's Fury in time to identify Tens, trying to get that cheeky Omen ultimate. Now the double team, Saucy and Tens. If Saucy gets 1 kill, the Seekers come online. Ten's going to be the entry man here. Oh, it's just a spray as that holds left click, brings that. They're going to have to commit to one or the other, and it looks like for now it's going to be some heavy presence on the A side, but then they hear these spams coming through with the double sheriffs, and it's like, I don't know if we want to deal with that. This is a fast rotate out. So they heard 2 sheriffs being shot out on those beats, and that allows them to identify, okay, B site is going to be the weak one. They're watching the garage push, but it's going to be a double flank from C Long.
Turret to play off of potentially here for Zellsis, but it's not pointed the right way, so he's gonna have to win this fight. He can't. Nats with the sheriff gets the headshot.
But look at the positioning from Second. John QT barely stays alive, but this is all set up for Second to be able to wrap all the way around 2C Link. Saucy barely staying alive, and he's, oh my gosh, Enzo! He reclaims his ghost in time to get the turnaround kill at the jump peak as well on this double. And it's going to be Team Liquid taking over the site, sticking it all the way to the end as the teammates will protect him. John QT finds a cheeky shot through the smoke, but oh no!
Oh, come on. Is maybe ways you wouldn't ideally liked for Team Liquid after that attempted kind of 1v2 retake for Keiko. Not gonna come through. Now it's just a full-on A hit. There's nothing here but nanos.
Yeah, but they did hold on to that fault line for Yampi, right? I mean, not committing to it for this push onto A, so that means a retake surely in the works for Team Liquid. 1 kill from Enzo, and that would mean the Hunter's Fury comes online as well. We know how quickly he can pick those up with the Odin. I mean, he just knows where to go for those hits. A delayed lockdown from the attacking side will keep Team Liquid at bay, so if they want to go for the retake, they have to jump right as the trigger ends here for that Killjoy ultimate. The spam coming through to keep Team Liquid at bay. The smokes come out, and here we go. The fault line is out. Keiko lands. He only has a judge in hand, but he's trying to clear the site. Allows Nats and Mystic to pick up the kills as he's just been running circles. Oh, and there's the recovery from Mystic. Keiko finally picking one up for himself as well. Second all alone. They know his location. There is the Odin. And that's going to be the retake for Team Liquid. So Team Liquid able to just focus on A main. Swing out. Oh man, unfortunately it's the Marshal right there, and he can't win that fight. The Seekers will be used, and Team Liquid happily exiting. A couple members low on health.
Trading the nanos for the Seekers here, basically. It's going to be another retake, and again, not much util for the side of the Sentinels. Team Liquid even trying to, and he got the tag, can't find the follow-up.
Yeah, but that allows for the angles to be opened up. That's what we'll get to, but John QT fires right back. The shock dart not landing onto its target, but a 1v3 for the IGL of Sentinels. Can he isolate these 1v1s? Still dodging all the utility. Trying to find the early peek off the dart. Clears it, not, okay, he will find the target. A little bit delayed, but he'll find the kill. Identifies Yodin, but he's so low. The left click just going to be held. John Cutie wins through that. He's on for the ace, and Keiko. So just, he does so much training on these maps to find the exact angles. Spam through the wall. However, amidst all this chaos, once again, Keiko pushes up all the way on C Long. The rest of the team able to focus in here on B. The early lurk on Mystic and Ace Sewers allows them to empty that site as well. The drone out. Team Liquid taking a bit of a risk, potentially peeking out entirely. Oh, they're funneling them in to C site, but Zekin now goes down, and that's one less option for Sentinels as well. They don't have any ultimates to activate this execute, and it's going to be Zellsis opening up the middle of the map.
30 seconds
You can see that Team Liquid very happy to play aggressive on the other sites to give up space on A. They like their retake chances against this double controller comp on the A side a little bit better. This time around, Tens is going to have a paranoia. There's a snake bite left for Zellsis. Shock dart not going to hit John QT again. He's able to dodge these really nicely.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but he just sees the future, knows the location. And now, here comes that lockdown. John QT has to spend this with his life. There's the alarm bot, and Keiko trying to find the kill. Not able to just yet. Lockdown still ticking by, but the operator good for another. Still a 3v2 advantage for Team Liquid. Pop flash at the ready. There's the anti-flash from Mystic. He'll be able to swing out for the trade. There's a 2v1. John QT shows his back as the smoke dissipates. And we are going map, you have a good idea of what that util chain is going to look like. Team Liquid looking to go fast and furious right off the bat. The fault line catches Tens right in the middle of it, but he's jumping up and down, and that distracts him long enough for Zellsis to pick up the kill. The counter paranoia as well will buy some time. Nats has crept through, but Ten's holding strong on market. That trapwire still protecting the back of sight as well, coming out from John QT. Sentinels, they cleared out mid with the Prowler. They are now prepared for the retake as the last remaining member in second will be coming up to Boba. All members stacked up. Now Zelsis looking for that fault line, but they're pushing him out of the market, and Mystic has gone through. He can't get the right click on the head. Zelsis will fire back. The smoke now trapping Team Liquid. Nobody going for the flank. No time for that. They have to dodge the flashpoint. There's the aftershock and the paint shells just to keep them busy because the defuse is going down. They finally get it through the spam, but it's already been done to half, and it should be able to finish all the way to the end. Sentinels winning fast round one.
Yeah, Nat's trying to do what he can there at the end. Yampi as well. They were really darn close.
Yeah.
But that half stick initially gave Sentinels the time they needed to finish the job.
Yeah, Saucy just gonna shy away from that one as he gets a little spot. A couple shots straight at Yampi with a nice headshot on that Marshall. Another one of those players that will constantly buy up to this rifle.
I mean, it's just, he's so clean with the, in the back though.
Yeah, they're not predicting that one. Keiko still gets one trade, but Saucy will readjust for a double kill. Zelsis is peeking back out for the extra trade. And now it's just down to Mystic. He finds one. Already some economic damage done on the side of Sentinels. We saw them all buy up to either a Bulldog or a Spectre on this round. And so it's going to be Mystic. If he can find one more, I mean, this is almost a moral victory here for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, you would love that.
Trying to isolate, but yeah, not going to find it. Saucy gets to swing around.
Kills as he did on Haven, so that's a plus.
Yes, that is true. Now, a good seize and a paranoia that keeps him locked up for a second to go for the fast push onto Tiles. Trying to get the swing back on the paint shells, but damage already done through this bonus round. Tens has bought up to a Vandal as well, and he's holding this angle on a main. Team Liquid, they saw the initial utility, but they don't expect him to be holding right there around the corner. Yampi gets taken out. That's the fault line gone. And for Team Liquid, on their bye round, this attack suddenly very weak.
Now they should have an inkling that he's going to be on the right, but then you've got Zelsis sliding up on the left here. So Sentinels trying to set up a bit of a trap play off of this smoke that Ten set up.
They have to creep up, but they're going to give him that angle. Nats just peeking right on cue into the crosshairs. Ten still finds vision of one as well. Zelsis still watching the other side, and Ten's holding elbow strong. He's on for 4, and he won't clean it up.
Oh, Ten! An absolute masterclass. With the Cypher utility to back up Tens. He's just going to call for the back off and try to bait them in a little bit here. And the grenade just going to splash where Tens was, but Tens able to sidestep it. Oh, Mystic. I thought he might have that for a second.
Yeah, but Saucy, well aware it wasn't a fast hit, so keeps that possibility in mind that there's going to be a lurk. And now with no smokes, Team Liquid, they have to just find one angle at a time to pick out these fights, and Sen is not giving those angles. Look at the way they are holding back. Zelsis on standby with utility in hand, fault line ready to pounce onto the middle of the map. John QT just keeping an eye on the site with his spy cam. Tens ready for it. He hears the trap wire broken, finds, whoa, no, he will not. Enzo barely winning that fight. Zelsis keeps him at B with the aftershock. And they know now this is a market push. Zelsis just trying to buy time. John QT still holding down in the middle of the site. Enzo, does he choose to just stick it? Barely misses each other. Here comes the drone. John QT can't find the first kill. And that is Keiko staying alive with the showstopper, and he gets the trade as well. Makes it a 2v1. Enzo barely alive, has to know he can't get away in time. Yampi, did he see him? No, the head scene. There's the Marshall, there's the counter shot. Oh my God, Yampi! How do you do it?
Other side of the angle there to get the kill. Whoa, the no-scope!
And it's the headshot. I mean, so good on Yampi. Obviously, you trust the Marshall. It's so accurate with the hip fire. And he just says, if I want to track this flying raise, I got to keep it at my hip. Lands it off the dome. And that's going to be Team Liquid with finally a point on the board. Saucy, he is caught. The seize comes through, but he is so weak. There's the aftershock. Oh, what? The backup from second on the crossfire. Second goes for 2. He goes for 3, and that is the push shut down. Team Liquid put right back into their places from the beginning couple rounds. Nats will find a lurk kill, but Spike's still stranded.
They found my wire.
Yeah, now this is, I mean, look, if there's anybody in the world who could pull this out, certainly Nats is going to come to mind. But this is very, very tricky. Zellsis here to react right off a contact from Zekken. Saucy right around the corner.
Yeah, you've got TenZ pushing out from B as well, so they have a pretty good idea. Zekken wasn't, or Zellsis wasn't quite ready for that. There's
He's gonna go for it.
He wants to win, investing that ultimate. Sure, it's one of those that can be a little situational. But Nats, he knew he still had some time. He knows if he can clear these two on A, pick up the spike, it's enough time for him to go for the plant, which is why TenZ now starting to run over, but Saucy will just get the extra kill.
They should have a pretty good stack. The Flash trying to buy more time. The Haunt as
the
well.
showstopper, it's good for 3! Lands on the entire crowd, the spike stranded. Covered with the aftershock, more paint shells being thrown. Second just trying to deny the spike, and Mystic can't get too far away from it, and that's a quick round from Sentinels. What a trap setup here, and it looks like it's going to be from the market side. Nats is deep, though. This timing, it's going to be hard to read, and Second, he's going to get spotted. One more down. Nats ready for the swing around. Not quite able to catch that information. Wants to try to go for that neural theft right in range. Zellsis pushes it back.
Now you just got to kind of play back as Sentinels, see if you can outlast this neural theft. They're going to use that open information to re-rotate over towards A. Saucy shifting into position. Zellsis right on his heels, but are they going to be able to get this?
I mean, he's so deep into the site, though. The showstopper comes out. There's the fault line to slow it down, and Keiko, he just can't clear the site. They haven't checked it. I don't know if they're going to be aware of this. Saucy's still hiding away. He hides right next to smoke, finds one. He can't switch over to the second. Enzo still stabilizing it. Now Trapwire at the back, watching for TenZ. We'll see if he's able to shadow step right on over that. Meanwhile, that's another clean shot. TenZ,
he dodged it.
Yeah, he does dodge it, but they hear it. Nats is close enough, and there's the double. Oh, what TenZ! The aim training comes online. One hit through the wall, two more headshots. No. And now it's going to be Mystic falling to the 4K. The Korean fans go. Again, they're happy to leave the B site open as well. So now, long angle is trained onto elbow, and the other side with the one-way. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Zekken just chooses to stay alive. Wants to make sure he doesn't get caught off guard off the box. Saucy going to get caught out in the open, though. So that, Zekken with a nice spray down gets the ping onto the spike. Only 20 seconds left. Team Liquid, they don't have much time. The smoke now dissipates. They have to stick it all the way, but every member of Sentinels now here. Nats, how is he still alive? Meanwhile, hiding right there, ready to trade with Keiko. Here comes the paranoia from TenZ. He's trying to jump forward. Second gets one onto the side. Keiko swings around, gets one, and there's the trade from Nats. Now, finally, some teamwork on these skirmishes from Team Liquid on this round. Still a 2v2, rifles on both sides, but Nats just with the Guardian. The fake. No one fighting just yet. There's the drop. It's a 2v1. John QT. No, it will be Nats coming out on top. TenZ kind of freaks out there, but Zekken's there on tiles. Keeps him trapped up with the paint shells. Fault lines coming out from both sides. So does the paranoia. Now it is just a brawl in mid as both teams locked in a duel for their lives. Finally, Saucy finding an exit. All the way into A site. Can he make sure he gets the first kill? Nats does a lot of damage eventually. Finishes the kill. Spike still in transport. Zellsis making his way in. Now they do have him covered from both sides. Saucy spraying down to keep them at bay. TenZ still very concerned about a potential lurk because look at Yampi as well. Also concerned for the counter lurk. Clean shot from Saucy. Evens things up. 4-4. Everybody scratched up on both sides. Looking for the fault line to push back out on Sentinels. They want to make sure they can relocate. They bait Mystic into that one as he swings out. Now TenZ coming back, but Keiko good for one. TenZ on the swing out onto Yampi. Still a 2v2, and the half, it's going to get completed. And now TenZ, he can't find the target as Nass swings back out. Nass is going to stick it. Keiko looking for his target. John QT finds the correct answer. Keiko sticking it to the end. Oh man, John QT tried to get this eco round, and Zekken's gonna get it with a switch out onto the classic. That's going to be Nats down. B site opened up entirely. Now, no, it's a Spectre just being picked up here, so still weapon advantage for Team Liquid. John QT, he's good with the Ghost. Takes down yet another weapon.
I can frag, that's for sure. Sentinels now trying trying to get a little bit deeper into this post plant, shuffling the guns around, making sure everybody's got what they want.
And Zekon's like, dude, I'm so low, I don't need this weapon.
Yeah,
man.
you guys take it.
I'm just here for bait. And that he will be as he's forced out. But Tens goes for the aggressive teleport, and they don't read it. They have a suspicion, but they have to let go of the defuse, and it's doing the job of buying time. Sentinels, they don't mind if they drop some weapons as they're able to continue to spray down. Enzo all alone, no time. He has to at least find the kills, and he's not going to. Sentinels lead 10-4. And, I mean, haters just recognizes where that cage is often going to be. A jump over that trap wire. Mystic does spray back through the smoke, finds that right angle. Rolling Thunder trying to be saved up by Zelsis. His team is now in the site, so he's just going to wait to use it in the post plant, but it might be too late as the paranoia comes out. Yampi already gets one kill. Now it's going to be Team Liquid crowding onto the site. Everybody shoved out all the way into B main. The Rolling Thunder here to buy time. Then you still have the From the Shadows as well. Early aftershock. This is all about a timing play. There's the neural theft. Tens just trying to draw out some of the crosshairs, but Zelsis, he knows he has to battle his way out. It's going to be Team Liquid playing it safe.
All right, site's clear. That's it. That's round over, essentially.
Yeah, there's a showstopper. A good stop from second, but Keiko fired up. He is not ready to let go of this tournament just yet. Clears out with a fast push in mid. That is now the breach and the Cypher God. Sentinels, they know they have to push through. I mean, they can't have anyone watching the back just yet. Slows things down to a 3v4. And that gives Saucy a little bit more time to slowly creep back. See if there's been any further pushes out off of the initial kills from Keiko.
Yeah, you got to be a little concerned. It is Nats after all. And you know he's somewhere around the map and you just never know where. And this time though, Nats just kind of playing it safe. Using his utility to keep track of the site itself, and then he'll watch mid. Now getting a little bit of a shift from Enzo. The timing. Well, going to be like, we haven't any contact at B, so we better spread.
Yeah, I mean, they can still keep it a little bit safe. As you mentioned on the A site, you even see those cyber cages ready to cut up on the site. You have the recon dart back, so you can go for a counter dart to buy time. Surely this comes out on a timing, or if they hear any utility. So Sentinels, they're purposely just cutting all noise.
Left.
They don't have the breach to pile onto it. The smoke finally comes out. There's the haunt, so they know. Men in backside. The paranoia to try to extend it just a little bit more space. Sentinels trying to work with what they got here. They'll at least buy some time, but at the cost of so much damage taken by the Rays.
Well, it's going to be tricky for Sentinels to get it done in this round.
Everybody's on top of a box right now. If they can get those early kills, here comes the showstopper. Second, see if he can get the pickup, and he does! He drops the paint shows to buy time. Ten's still watching the other angle, and he finds Nats, but that allows Second to hide. Oh, he peeks out with a clean headshot, so does Tens. The crispy aim coming online as Second gets a 4 kill. And ladies and gentlemen, Sentinels will reach the finals here in Seoul, South Korea.
They are so back. Unbelievable stuff. The Sentinels looking so good on Sunset and on their map pick of Split. Yeah, Haven might be a little bit of a map to forget, but the